Good evening, fam. Oh my goodness. Bible study was great tonight. Part 2 on dating. Part 2 on dating. Just want to give you highlights of what we talked about. Go back to my video last week. If you haven't seen my video for part 1, go to the Brown Table 50 at YouTube. So go to youtube.com, go to YouTube and go to my channel, the Brown Table 50, and you can see part 1 on dating. So part 2, here's what we talked about. We talked about what rules are you using as far as your dating. Okay, so are you operating your dating habits through the lens of the culture, or are you doing it through the guidelines and the lens of the Bible? So basically, what shapes your mindset around dating? What shapes your mindset around dating? Is it the culture or is it the Bible? And you know what? The culture says a lot of things. And I'm just going to give you these points. Number 1, the culture says date as much as possible. All right. I'm sure you have your friends, even loved ones. It'd be like, yeah, I'll give you an example. Use myself. Got divorced, separated, going through separation and divorce a few years ago. Hey, guess what? Homies, friends, whatever. Get out there. Go date. Have fun. We like the code word, have fun. You know what have fun means. Have fun. So I was out there online dating, websites, apps. I'm swiping, like, sending messages. And I'm like, what was I looking for? And yeah, I'm looking, it was sometimes just looking for sex. I just call it what it is. That's what it was. I think we need to be real in these conversations. So date as much as possible. Date to enjoy yourself. Have a lot of sex. All right. So that's not just a man thing. That is a woman thing too. But you know what? The culture says that's okay. The culture says that's all right. It's okay to do that. All right. And I think the church, in a sense, is silent on those things. We don't talk about these things in church. But date to enjoy yourself. Have a lot of sex. Also, the culture says, you know what? If you're dating, it may get serious. Let's say you're progressing. Test drive the relationship. It's okay to test drive the relationship. Test driving means premarital sex. All right. You got to see if they're good and bad, right? You got that. That's what the culture says. You got to say, actually, that's what we say. If we're out there dating, I've heard women say, no, I got to know if he can, handle it. I need to know if he could put it on me, whatever. I need to know this before I go down the road. So sex becomes the first checkoff mark, the first requirement. Can he handle his business in bed? All right. And then, hey, for men, we, as men, if we're living a life of carnality, living according to the flesh, then yeah, we want to have sex. Yeah, we ain't waiting until we get married. We want to have sex. And another part of the culture and how the culture makes it okay to shack up. Shacking up is okay. It's permissible. We don't make a lot of noise about this stuff. We want to make a whole lot of noise about other stuff. And we talked about this in Bible study, whether it be, homosexuality, LGBTQ, but we ain't making no noise when it comes to adultery, fornication, or shacking up. So test driving the relationship. It's okay. You got to know before you say I do, right? You do? All right. And then we talked about how the culture defines roles for women. And I have an argument here. I could go a long time about the feminist movement and how, I'm pro-woman, but there's some aspects of the feminist movement that have really impacted the Black community and specifically Black women. So Black women, independent, I don't need a man. All right. Now I've heard lots of women. There's a narrative that's coming out and kind of opposing that I've seen in social media, but for the last 20 years, I'm independent. I don't need a man. I got my own money. Da 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 da. I'm this. I'm that. And for a lot of black men, how do we respond? Well, we either date white women, we date women of other cultures, whether it be Asian, whether it be Latin, Hispanic, and we don't want a black woman who has become masculinized in the sense of being strong-willed, strong-minded, independent, vocal, stand her ground, and things like that. But I will say this. We also touched on this as far as the culture. Black men, we have abdicated our role and responsibility as a man. We've let our women take leadership. And there are other factors that go into that too, whether it be a lack of black men due to incarceration or due to interracial dating, or due to some black men being homosexual. Those things actually impact that. But also, I don't think we have enough men who love God or who love the Lord and who want to live by those principles, who want to live and submit themselves to a biblical worldview or the word of God, and submit their lives to that standard. Because I guarantee you, it will alleviate a lot of issues and the consequences of what we're doing now, because there are a lot of consequences. So I will say this, the conversation was so good. That's where we stopped. So next week, we're going to talk about the consequences of dating according to a culture standard or a cultural mindset of dating, instead of a biblical mindset around dating. So thank you. So go to my YouTube channel. You can view the video in its entirety. It'll be in the notes. It'll be in the description and everything. So come back next time. Thursday, I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to save dating part 3 for next Tuesday night. All right. Thanks, fam, for watching. Have a great day.